welcome back to Voices from the Mausoleum and happy Friday. Welcome to Found Footage Fridays, a series where we talk found footage on a Fridays with my co-host, Mike and Serial.
Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hoping you're having a fantastic Friday. Hope it's even better now that you're listening to us.
Perfect. You are very much the motivator for getting this, what we're going to be talking about today. Mike is like everyone's personal cheerleader for anyone who does not know this. He is just always there to like cheer people on, boost people. He wants to support all the things. And I love that. It's so nice. And I love that about you. But this project in particular, we talked about the original and we both thought pretty highly of it. So I'm very excited. And because of the type of found footage it is, I'm loving that you're digging things like this. It's making me very
Yes.
happy. So what are we talking today?
So today we are talking about the McKinney Family Home Videos Volume 2, which is the sequel to the McKinney Family Home Videos by Nick Catrufo. The first movie is found exclusive, as well as this sequel, but even better, this is Found TV's first ever found original movie. And honestly, I need to give them a special shout out right now
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
one, they are 1 month away from their, or by the time this releases, they're going to be almost 1 month away from their
The
1 year
anniversary.
anniversary. And to
Yeah.
already have put out an original movie to their catalog is insane, but it does not surprise me given how fast track everything has been for
They've
them. They
just
put in the
been.
work. Uh,
Yeah.
so I really love that for them. And I really love for Nick that this is the first Found TV original because I am a huge fan of his. As you mentioned, I try to be a cheerleader for people uh, in general, but especially if I truly, truly found something special in what you
Yeah.
do and
Yeah.
build a connection with you. Like, I want the best for people, and so he's awesome. I loved the original movie. We that was my first Found Footage Friday episode, so there's a lot of reasons why I just really
Love, love,
loved
love, love.
uh, all of this. And
Yeah.
basically, this movie is so haunting. The original, we discussed it again. So, the McKinney Family Home Videos, if you are not aware or you did not watch our original video on it, first hit pause, go do that. We would appreciate from you. Um, but it is basically about a husband and father named Dwayne McKinney, who is always videotaping his family's memories, all that stuff, like building moments. But those tapes start to get a little sinister. He and his family find some strange occurrences constantly happening around them, and they start to move along and go into their neighborhood, and they basically kind of find themselves within a weird cult church situation revolving around Lilith.
Lilith.
And as we all know, Lilith is a demon. She is the first wife of Adam, according to religious lore. And this movie is analog horror, which I have always stated that is not my forte. It's not what I
Yep.
gravitate to.
Yeah.
But opposites attract because my amazing co host loves analog horror.
I do.
So we kind of like that was a really cool thing. We both gave it the same score, which does not happen often.
God, no. That's true.
Um,
That's true.
yeah, and we both really liked that movie. We talked about how haunting it is, the visuals, the sound effects. Like, it
Solid. Yeah.
was eerie, creepy. And so we decided when we found out about there being a sequel, well, we needed to find out about it faster than everyone else. So thanks to Found TV, we got a screener
Yep.
to watch this sequel, and we're
Yep.
gonna dive into that as well. So the sequel kind of just picks up where the first one left off, and we're just getting more into the lore of the McKinney family, the Church of Lilith. I believe it is called Church of the
Church.
Holy Mother. It has a cult leader named Diana. They're what is it? They're uh, Lilith is the goddess who they worship. And so we just kind of get to see a little bit more of that. Well, honestly, for the church aspect, we get to see a lot more of that in
A
this.
lot more. Yeah. Yeah.
And for people who gravitate towards religious horror, that's going to be something that you may enjoy.
Yeah.
So let's kick this off. And Angel, spoiler free thoughts on the sequel.
Yeah, I do love analog horror, and I did really enjoy the first one. We had a couple of things like you mentioned that we thought were just really crazy in the first one. So there was kind of a like a high bar, I guess, rather, to like go into the sequel after how great, and strong the first one was. Um General thoughts, I really liked this as well. I think storytelling wise, their strength is in these words, right? They use words, and this is not a spoiler because this is in the original as well. It's just a method of telling stories, of getting things across, and I think that that works just as well in this one as it did the first one. I will say, I think if you are somebody who maybe has not experienced a ton of analog horror, I do think the sequel may feel a little more chaotic than the first one, but I don't necessarily mean that in a negative way. It didn't make me like dislike it, or I didn't have like anything to gripe about, but the story was not as super clear in this one, I would say, but it does have some really great moments. And I always reach for these things. And I know people are like, Angel, not everything is Silent Hill, but the whole like female leader of this church thing is very Silent Hill 1, and I was here for that part because, as Mike knows, obsessed with Silent Hill. And so I thought that was a really cool way for me to connect with it as a viewer, because I thought that was really cool. Visually, I think this is just as strong as the original. I think they took things that worked and they kept those components while adding to them, and kind of going in some different routes, because this did not feel like a redo. It felt like a sequel. It felt like a continuation of something that you have already experienced before. And I think that that is a testament to their ability to even storytell at all in this manner, because this is not a people talking and telling stories. This is bits and bobs of things that connect together through random ass screens that come up and say a bunch of words. And I think that that's probably not an easy thing to do, as far as making something seem coherent, but I think that they did this well. So I really liked this one. I mean, I like analog horror in general, but
Yeah.
I liked it. It was weird. I like weird, so I was on board.
So I kind of agree with a lot of what you said. Obviously, I am a huge
Yeah,
fan of this one. I watched it the first time to take notes, and then
yeah.
the second time because I had to watch it again in the same way that I watched the first, all
Oh,
lights off. Like
yeah.
I set the mood for this one, and again, it delivers. Now I do believe that you should be able to watch something without having to set the scene for yourself for it to be good, but I
Hmm.
think sometimes setting that scene just really enhances it. That's
It
why a
does.
lot of us go to the movies. It
Yeah,
enhances your
it
experience.
does. Yeah,
So
for sure.
this movie is not bad by any means, but I definitely think that same lines as the first one, you need to set the mood for this one. And I think in analog horror in general, again, as someone who's slowly creeping their way into it, and I think we
Mhm.
should definitely start doing some more segments with analog horror because
Yeah,
I'm starting to get into it. Uh,
there's some good stuff out there.
but it's one of those like again, the story, you're not getting a very linear narrative story out of these
No.
things. And I think because this is a feature length film, even though it's short, um,
Yeah.
I think analog, you mentioned this in our original video of the first one, um, analog lends to short clips.
Yes.
And I think that's what made it take off so much. So to then kind of just make it into a feature length film, you have to really like analog or attach yourself to something. And what I attached to in the original film was the religious aspect of it.
Yeah,
That gripped me in a way that I didn't expect because I did not think I was gonna like it because it was analog,
I
and I
remember.
was hooked from
Yeah,
beginning, and it just kept going, and I was terrified, and in this movie, I had a very similar reaction, but it came up in a funnier way, because in the original, it's dark, it's creepy, like, they
yeah,
really went in for real scares.
yeah.
This one, to me, one of the scariest parts outside of the cult leader, who fantastic design, she is creepy.
She
Funny
was.
enough, I'm not that I dislike it, I just never played it or watched the movies. Silent Hill, I'm not really into it as much, only because I don't know it very well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
the fact that you said that, I got that because
yeah,
I know enough of it, and
yeah,
that's what I got too out of it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, but what creeped me out the most
mm,
was the beginning. The
yeah.
little,
The damn church.
infomercial,
Yeah.
the church
Because didn't that
infomercial,
that felt because it felt so real.
it did.
They
It
did a
felt
really good job.
cult-like.
It
It
did. Yeah, and there's like this sinister like tone to it from the moment it starts. Like I will say too, the conversation piece that you hear, I think it's maybe like halfway through the movie, but it's like it's when the camera's just focused on like a specific room or something like that, and you're just hearing this conversation. That conversation was really foreboding for me. Like I was listening to this woman talk, and I was like, I don't like this, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
Ye
Like in a good, like,
exactly,
you're listening to this and you're supposed to be unsettled. And I was. I was like, this just crazy. Like straight
and
up was like, I don't
I think that's what makes this movie so strong is obviously there's scares in it, and I think, I said it before, and I will
Yeah.
constantly say this, I think, well, one, Nick can deliver good visual scares 100%,
Yeah.
but for me, I think, he is now, like, for this being the second movie and what I'm
Mhm.
getting out of it, like, he is becoming a genius of audio scare
The
because
audio stuff is good in this because
it's
yeah.
fantastic and it's creepy, but when you're not scared, what I love about this movie is you're not bored, you're not when you're not scared, you're unnerved. Like, they
You're
keep
on
that
edge. Yeah. You're just like
creepiness throughout the
waiting.
entire movie. Um, and there
Yeah.
as always, there are scenes that just, like, they're so subtle, but then you're watching it expand and you're like, "What just
Eh,
came out of that tape? What is happening? What's
yeah.
going on?" Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, this movie is unsettling, just as the first one was. To be honest, I can see more of this, and I'm hoping we do get more of these tapes,
Mhm.
see where it can go, because especially with this movie, I feel like there is more that we can do with Diana, the cult leader, as well as Lilith in general. Um, Again, give me creepy religious analog horror, and I seem to be sat for it.
Yeah, and that religious horror set checks boxes for me as well, always. Like it's just something that I typically am just going to like. But yeah, I really liked this. I think it's always nice because we talk about all the time about how much over our time of loving found footage, how much we've consumed. And it becomes really difficult to find anything that feels like a truly unique experience. And we've been fortunate, we have found things that have been unique experiences.
Yes.
But this one is on that list of unique experiences because sometimes analog series, like you can do YouTube channels that have like they do these little mini episodes, but it's like a series of however many. And after a while, I don't know, that like spark or that fire that they had in the beginning of it, it starts to kind of dwindle, and then it kind of loses you after a while. Whereas doing analog horror in a feature, anything over like 5-10 minutes really is, I think, a really big complex thing to do. I don't think it's very simple. So I think I think he's doing great. I think the people involved are doing great. I mean, the visuals, the sound design, the story. I mean, it's to be able to tell something kind of like this without telling it is really bizarre of it as a view, because you walk away and you understand. The first one, I'll be honest, I did understand the story a lot clearer in the first one. The second one, I had to really kind of think about things, and I was like, I think we talked about it, and I was like, I wasn't really sure. But I think that that's okay. I don't think that that necessarily, because I think it makes you want to revisit it. It makes you want to pay
Yeah.
attention. It makes you think about it after you've turned it off. And I think probably a filmmaker would think that was probably a positive, right? So I think that's a good
Yes.
thing. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see what else they do. This has a release date. What's the release date for this?
The release date is by the time you guys are watching this for Found Footage Fridays, this is going to be next week, September 5th. This releases on Found TV. Again, it's not only a Found exclusive, it's a
Yeah.
Found original. The
Yeah.
first one. I'm so happy
So
for that.
I that's amazing. It's so cool. I'm proud. I'm so proud of them. And yeah, so if you're watching the series and you don't have Found, I've said this before, I'm not sure what's going on, so you should remedy that. You can watch it for free with ads, or you can pay for the subscription to not have ads, which I do recommend. Although either way, the ads are not as bad as say like Tubi. That's like the standard. If it's better than Tubi, it's solid. Um, but you can also get 10% off the annual subscription by using keyword voices, should that be something that interests you. Um, because I think this is one to pay attention to. If you haven't seen the first one, go fix it, go watch it, and then
Yes.
get ready for the second one, because I think people are gonna respond very well to this.
I think so too. And viewers also be on the lookout because again, we are huge fans of this movie, the director. So be also on the lookout that we are going to be interviewing Nick as well. So that will be coming up soon too. So we definitely want you guys to check that out. All of this just to like really hype up the movie for September 5th. It's September 5th release.
Yep.
Again, we want nothing but the best for Found TV and for Nick and this movie. We especially if you like the first one, you're definitely gonna want to watch this.
I definitely can't imagine someone really loving the first and not really enjoying the sequel. I would be very surprised. Seriously, I
Yeah.
would be surprised. Well, cool. Well, I think that's our unspoiled thoughts on the McKinney family home videos, volume 2.
Yes.
Everything found footage is tapes, y'all. I just be adding the word tapes to all the titles of the movies. I can't help it. It's
No,
not because I don't value the projects, just for anybody wondering.
I always want to say mix out videos and tapes too,
I
so don't
can't
worry.
I can't I can't help it. I did it when we covered the first one too. I don't know. Listen. It doesn't mean I don't love or respect things. It just means that I'm tired a lot. Anyway. Oh cool. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us on this episode of Found Footage Fridays. We hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the long weekend. Be safe, make smart choices, I suppose, and we will see you guys next week.